team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Shows him the stiff arm. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking for a crease, it's Butler. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Calls his own number. Takes it past the marker. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Now they're going to throw it. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Butler. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the back. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, the ground game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's out past the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Leaves it on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Knight. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it in.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gets it to him on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The give on the inside. Got the first down and more. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Line gets set, first down. Looking to pass, it's Knight. Finds his man, it's Watkins. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. With the run on first and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Puts it out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed. Quarterback on the keep.
He's stopped, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on fourth and goal, and they'll have it at the 3. The Gamecocks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Keeps it and gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Gamecocks with the first and 10. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the grab on the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. First and 10. Off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Knight. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ellington. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Minnesota. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense to start a drive 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quick strike complete. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying play action. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Knight. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To the air on 1st down. Caught. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. off play action. Makes the catch. It's Butler. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They just keep firing. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give from the gun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. It'll be third and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the burn.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Knight. The sure hands, it's Bradley. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the punishment has been extended.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch down the right side. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him, and basically you...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And the Ole Miss offense will take over.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Knight. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll take another shot here. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Takes the handoff. It's Butler. He breaks a tackle. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. Handoff from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield. It's their assault. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the option. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Celebration turned out to be a little premature as that flag takes the score off the board and we play on. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.